Hi, this is Cooking with ME, and me, I'm Jody with ME. Myalgic encephalomyelitis. The other day, I was having a very low functional day, and I certainly didn't want to spend a lot of time making anything too intensive. So this is my riff on a Southeast Asian rice porridge made with stuff that you probably have in your pantry. And if you don't, this is a pretty good argument for keeping these things in your pantry. I'm scoring this recipe 30%, and that's because there's very little activity to this recipe. And that's thanks to the Instant Pot and store-bought bone broth. This stuff is great. It's got 9 grams of protein per serving. So even if I don't have chicken to put on this, I'm good with the amount of protein in the broth. To begin with, I will press the saute button, drizzle in a little bit of toasted sesame oil, add about a tablespoon of our next shortcut ginger garlic paste. Give that a stir and let it saute for 30 seconds. Now let's add a 1/2 to 3/4 cup of rice. The amount will dictate how loose your porridge is. Anyway, once you get the rice in the pot, stir to get it coated and toasted. Just a couple minutes. Then turn off saute mode and I'm going to add some fish sauce. The fish sauce is just for a little kick of umami. If you don't have it, use Worcestershire. If you don't like it, leave it out. Just add a little bit more salt. Pour in your broth. Add a couple good pinches of salt. Be sure and check your broth to make sure it is unsalted. And if it's not, don't add salt yet. Now give it a good stir. And before moving on, taste the broth for salt and other flavors you may want to increase. Now seal the lid. Make sure the knob is set to pressure. Then press the pressure cook button on the control pad. And make sure it's set to high for 30 minutes. Don't forget it's going to take between 15 and 20 minutes probably to come up to pressure. And then natural release for another 20 to 25 minutes. So count on about an hour for this to actually be ready. You may have a bit of pressure to release when you come back, but it's not enough to have an effect. Just be careful that you don't put any appendages right in front of the steam, please. Now I will ladle this into a bowl and top it with whatever I'm feeling today. Usually it's toasted sesame oil, a little bit of this chili garlic sauce, French fried onions or shallots, and fresh scallions tonight. So I'm gonna give this a good stir and then enjoy. Oh God, this was just so comforting and flavorful and just warm in my soul. I hope you try this. Thank you for being with me and be excellent to each other.